week, and it's jam-packed with a lot of new information, a lot of insight. We have some guest speakers that are going to be coming on all the webinars, including tonight. We have some special guest speakers, and we're going to be covering a lot of big milestones here at iHub. So we appreciate you for joining us on a Monday. I hope everyone had a beautiful weekend. I hope you guys are rested, and I hope you guys are ready for a very productive week, because we're going to give you everything you need in order to make that happen. And so starting off, I hope everyone has seen the emails and the text messages going out that we have officially began shipping hotspots, our hotspot deployment, our leases, our deposits, people who have placed these orders, right, and have been anticipating their units. We are officially in full swing. We've been provisioning these units. We've been organizing them and assigning them to orders. And this is a massive, massive milestone. And this whole week is going to be super big for iHub and for you guys being a part of iHub, because there's a lot of new things that are going to benefit you, your families, your friends, and everything that you do here at iHub. And so it seems just like yesterday that this was all just, just an idea. I came on board with iHub not that long ago, but it was still, there was a lot of things to do. And I'm so proud to say, I'm so excited for you guys to be at this point, because all of you who are here right now, who have stuck with us over the last very short 6, 7, 8 months, right? It hasn't been that long, but we've just accomplished milestone after milestone after milestone. And so what I'm going to do real quick here is I want to share my screen with you guys and show you some really big updates. And we sent this out to the whole field. I like to make sure that everybody has eyes on this and they see visually everything that's going on at iHub, and that they know where to find all of this information. And so once we talk about that, we're going to talk about some new stuff that happened here at iHub this past weekend. So if you didn't join us for our iHub travel launch event, I want to make sure that you guys know what's going on, what's it about, how's it going to benefit you guys, how's it going to help grow your hotspot network, how's it going to affect your iHub business, all of these different things that are new, and that we're going to have to learn together, even though we've built it as simple as possible, right? We want things to be easy and simple. And so, but I want to make sure that you guys know where to find the latest information so that you can share it with your, with your team, with your network, with your friends, with your family. And so to me, that's very, very important in order to be able to find all the right information. All right, guys. So right now I'm showing my screen. I'm in my back office, and you can get to this section pretty much from anywhere, but you'll see here's, I went to my support center, and here's under recent announcements, and I clicked on view all. And I can click on other announcements here. This is also on your dashboard, but there's 2 announcements that I want to share with you guys here. And the biggest one is, guys, we are in full deployment. iHub Global is shipping hotspots to our leases, to our deposits. They're going to keep coming in, and they're going to keep going out to you guys. And so we're super excited, because this is what iHub is all about. We're all about building the Helium network. We're all about growing the Helium network and making this impact on the world. And as we do that, we are going to get to reward ourselves and our loved ones and build a future for ourselves as well. So this is, as you can see, as of today, March 21st, we have our iHub branded hotspots, guys. These are branded iHub. So this is really even another special thing, that we have our own type of units. And so these are all getting shipped out. And so there's some next steps here, but you can see the pictures, and we wanted to show that to you guys so that you really know what's happening behind the scenes. We have some of our team out in Florida at our warehouse that are literally, they're not sleeping tonight. That's all they're doing is I got a call from John and Elia, who are out there as well as some others. And they basically said, we're working through the night, guys. That's how dedicated we are to getting these hotspots out as fast as possible to you guys. Of course, we deal with lots of different issues. We do our best. We work together. We have very smart minds that are, constantly finding ways to improve things for you guys, to make it easier for you guys to deliver on our promises. And so that's exactly what we're about here at iHub. And so I want to make sure that people know exactly what's going on. And furthermore than that, this is another update, and this got sent out to everyone. So if you check your inboxes, this is a full week new agenda, okay, for our entire webinar schedule. So you're going to see some new faces. You're going to see some new ideas. You're going to see some new concepts. You're going to see some new earning opportunities. I mean, guys, I am so overly excited. I'm running on iHub adrenaline. Someone asked me earlier if I got rest. No, I didn't get rest because I'm here for you guys, and that's really what we want to accomplish. So first things first, guys, here we are today. So what we're going to talk about is we're going to go over the iHub travel launch event recap. We were out in Kansas, and there's a group here at iHub who opened up their doors to us, invited us out there, and they are just incredible. And you're going to get to hear from some of them tonight. And I got to tell you, one of them told me that this group fell in love with me, but the truth is I fell in love with them. They are excellent at what they do. Some of them are industry leaders, top experts in their fields, and they joined us here at iHub, and they really know what they're doing. And so it's amazing to be able to have them on here and share their expertise of what they see here at iHub, right? They understand what it is we're building. They understand the right strategy that and leadership that they could deliver to you guys, just even on a simple webinar like this, to help get you guys in the right direction, to help inspire you, to help motivate you, to help you understand, some of the most key concepts when it comes to building a business with iHub. And furthermore, we were able not only to meet them, but we were able to, they opened up their doors, and we were able to actually have our official iHub travel launch event at their location out in Kansas, which was awesome. So you'll see a lot of their group here as well. It was a phenomenal time. And I think that they're going to be a great inspiration to our community and for you guys. And we look forward to bringing them out as well. Can you guys hear me okay? All right, sounds good. And so that was the first thing. And so I just want to share real quick before we kind of dive in a little bit more. Coming up here on Tuesday, we have our iHub travel compensation plan. Okay. And so this is Mike's going to be on here. We have another special guest, and you're going to be able to learn about iHub travel. Now, I guess I just forgot to mention, guys, we launched iHub travel. If you can see, I'm wearing my iHub travel shirt here today. Thanks to Dave and Yvette, who are out in Kansas, who shared the event. They got a bunch of shirts made, so that was pretty cool. So I got to rep my iHub travel shirt today. And so this is a big deal, guys. One of the biggest questions that people are asking us is, why are we doing travel? Okay. And you're going to get to hear and learn exactly why we are doing this and just how much value there is in an iHub travel membership. And not only that, okay, yes, there's so much value in getting a membership. We're going to talk about it. I'll show you guys down the line here. There's going to be other webinars as well. And you're going to learn everything there is to know about iHub travel and what it gets you. But furthermore than that, you can start your entire own business with iHub travel as well. And even more than that, the main thing that we've been able to do with iHub travel is we've been able to tie it into iHub Global, into our Hotspot network. Our travel program complements and boosts your efforts with iHub Global's Hotspot network. And so we're going to hear about some of the tools, and this is going to be kind of throughout the week. There's so much to do. We can't fit it all in one webinar. So you guys got to join us. All right. So that's one of the main things of why I'm showing this to you guys is I want you to see just how much information, value, and inspiration we're going to have on these calls, because we really want you there. And we want you to bring everyone that you know. We want you to make sure that everyone in your network knows about it. And so like I was just saying, is that the iHub travel program also has built-in tools and strategies that are going to help boost your efforts, help incentivize people under you or in your network to get hotspots. Which, what does that do for you guys? That helps you generate more HNT, right? It helps you generate more rewards. The more hotspots you get under you, in your downline, the more eligibility you have to earn, right? So there's some awesome, and Michael is going to go over the compensation plan. So you'll know exactly what are all the little, levers that need to be pulled to maximize your reward potential or your earnings with iHub Travel. The next day, we're going to talk even more, and this is now moving into Wednesday, we're going to talk about our full deployment, right? We're going to talk more about what's going on with hotspots. When are the next hotspots coming out? What's happening with international? We promise that we're going to keep you guys up to date. And every time we make progress, we want to share that with you guys. We want to let you know every little baby step that iHub makes, because at the end of the day, our baby steps that we make here at iHub are really big steps. I must say. So we're very, very proud, and we, to be able to share directly and openly and quickly with you guys. And that's really, really important. Getting the information to you guys quickly is very important to us. Now on Thursday, okay, which is normally my day, I gave it up to our friend here, Joe Iglesias. And Joe is actually a representative. He's a director of domestic training at Arevia. And Arevia is the travel platform that iHub has created a relationship with in order to launch all of these amazing tools and amazing earning opportunities and incentives, all brand new stuff, guys. This didn't exist. We launched this on Saturday. So this is brand new. And I'm sure that if you log into your back office, you're going to see a big pop-up that's going to introduce you to iHub Travel. So if you're wondering, well, what's our iHub Travel or where do I find it? Well, there's going to be a big pop-up, and you'll also have a travel menu right here if you want to learn more about iHub Travel, or if you're just ready to get started with iHub Travel. All the information is there, but if you want to learn more, you're going to join us throughout the week, and you're going to really understand everything that we have to offer. And so on Thursday, Joe's going to come out and he's going to show us exactly how to get the most out of iHub Travel if we're actually traveling, right? And what does iHub Travel, offer as far as value? Things like flights, hotels, resorts, car rentals, timeshares, you name it. Everything that you need for your travel experience or your lifestyle benefits are found within iHub Travel. So now you have a one-stop shop where you can book your travel at the lowest possible rates on the market. Okay, guys. And not only that, you get to build a business with it. You get to get rewarded every time you book travel there. You can feel, secure and confident that you are using your own travel platform with iHub. Okay. And so if and he's going to compare a lot of different things. He's going to tell you about all these big travel companies. There's a lot of them out there. I'm sure everyone here has booked a flight or a car rental or a hotel at some point, right? And that experience. Well, there's a lot you don't know when it comes to booking travel and about how they're charging you for that. And I didn't know any of this. I had no idea. I booked on many different sites all the time, and I had no idea what was really happening behind the scenes. And I had no idea that there was an opportunity that I could be saving money on my travel bookings, and let alone to have a whole opportunity, to grow a business and furthermore complement and boost my iHub Hotspot network. So he's going to go through the platform. He's an expert. He's been doing this with Arevia for the last 12 years, I believe, or more. And so he knows every little detail, and he's going to be able to share that with you guys, kind of the inside scoop of what we have here at iHub Travel. So now that you guys have an idea of what we have going on here, okay, I want to go ahead and bring out one of our guests in just a second. And I had the pleasure of meeting him. His name is Dave. And I cannot say enough about him and his wife and his team. Literally, as soon as I walked into that lodge, guys, on Saturday, okay, I felt, and I think I told this to them, I felt at home. I really felt like they've just been part of the iHub family, and it was incredible. But furthermore, these guys have been doing this a long time. Dave and his wife, Yvette, have been they are industry experts, but they are experienced, they are seasoned. So when they came and decided to join us at iHub, they're familiar with our travel platform. They're already well-versed with what iHub is trying to do in building the Helium network, impacting the world, and providing a long-term game plan and future for our iHub affiliates and members to for their future generations. And so I cannot praise these guys enough. I'm so excited, for them to be able to come out here and share a little bit of knowledge and school us a little bit. I have a lot to learn, guys, when it comes to this. I'm a tech guy, that. So I personally am excited, and I want you guys to give a warm welcome to Dave and his wife, Yvette. Dave, if you want to come on out here, and I still don't know how to pronounce your last name, but I'm sure you don't know how to pronounce mine either. So it's fair. Come on up, buddy.
That's awesome, Eric. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. I see the virtual welcome and applause. Thank you very much. I'm very humbled and honored to be here, Eric. Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction and to set it up. And like you said, we really felt like not only were we at home with iHub, but we were at home with you. And as soon as you walked in the door, it was just immediate just like we knew each other for many years. And so thank you for coming out here and your time and sharing your wisdom, your love, your knowledge, and your experience. And it gave our group just an incredible amount of certainty and belief that we're at the right place at the right time. So thank you, Eric Z. We'll just keep it Eric Z. And how about
Yeah.
DU? Dave U.
There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, it's a pleasure to see our iHub Global family from around the world. I see a lot of familiar faces that have been doing the presentations, like Michael Stern and Chuck and you guys, all the VIPs for paving the road. And just so grateful to be a part of this group. I want to start off by thanking everybody that came out here from the corporate side, like Eric Z and Rick Cotton, because we know time is so extremely valuable. Everything that you guys got going on and what you're building and all the calls and conference calls and meetings that you have to do in order to produce what you have to produce for all of us. It was very special for us to have Rick Cotton and Eric Z come out here from the corporate side. And also a special thank you to John Krim, who helped out with the backside on the streaming. And a special thank you to the VIPs who showed up, and Paul Simiak, and also Sean and Mary Kay. We thank you for pouring and sharing some of your wisdom as well while you were here. And so for those of you that don't know me, give you a quick little background on myself and then do a little recap of what we have, what we experienced this past weekend. But my name is Dave Ulloa, and I grew up in New York and come from immigrant parents. My dad's from Ecuador, my mom's from El Salvador. So they came to America to live the American dream. And after moving us to California and hearing the whole philosophy of go to school, get good grades, go find a good job, be there for 35 years, I followed their advice because I didn't know anything else outside of having a job and exchanging time for dollars, that I became a police officer with the LAPD. And just by a show of hands, how many of you, by a show of virtual hands, have ever been arrested? Any customers of police officers? I'm just kidding. Don't raise your hand. Okay, thank you. I love your honesty, Eric. I appreciate that, man. I see other people raising their hand.
Yeah.
I appreciate the honesty. I'm more concerned.
I'm an open book. I'm an open book.
Open book. Yeah. I'm more concerned with the person that I saw went like this. Whoa, I don't know if I want to share that. Yeah, no. But I did that for close to a decade. And after a decade of serving and protecting in the streets of LA, I realized that I caught myself in a rat race. And I didn't even know that I was in the rat race. $70,000 in credit card debt. My wife and I had bought a house in Burbank, California, and she hated her job. She was a project manager for the city of Burbank. And as a matter of fact, if you see that lovely lady in the pink dress, Miss Yvette Maria Ulloa, we've been married for 22 years. That is my queen. That is my angel. And after 10 years, of doing everything that they told us to do. This is from our teachers to our schools, even our parents and society. We ended up living the American nightmare. And we thought to ourselves, we're good people. We work hard. We even got college degrees. How are we $70,000 in debt and on the verge of a bankruptcy and on the verge of a divorce? And that's when we started asking questions and we started thinking for ourselves. And we read the book, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And in that book, he starts talking about being an entrepreneur. And in my mind, a son of a deli man, how am I going to be an entrepreneur? I don't have any money. I don't have any business experience, but I kept hearing this industry of network marketing. And then between Robert Kiyosaki and Tony Robbins, we learned entrepreneurship, but then we also learned personal power. And I left a UPW event with Tony Robbins, a motivated idiot. I realized I wanted to get out of my job, but I didn't know how. And so between those two guys, we decided to get out of the rat race. And so we started swinging the bat. We started a retail business. We tried to invest in real estate and the stock market. And I remember attending one of those events, and Tony has this program called Platinum Partners, where you pay $65,000 per person to spend a year with Tony Robbins, travel around the world, and you got to pay $65,000 per person to join his membership. And I remember going to those breakout sessions, and Yvette and I were like, oh my God, this would be amazing to do. Look at all the amazing impact that they're having. But there was no way we can afford it on an employee salary. But I'll never forget going up to many of the people that were already platinum partners and giving their testimonial. And 75% of them were, guess what? They were top income earners in network marketing companies. Why? Because they had residual income. They had the time freedom and the money freedom to go do the things that they wanted to do. And so that planted the seed in the skeptical police officer's mind to open my mind up to network marketing. So fast forward, long story short, October of 2005, we got introduced to a travel network marketing company. My wife and I said yes. We jumped on board not knowing what the heck we were doing, but within less than 2 years, we were making more money in our travel business than we were in our jobs. And that's when we told our boss, Eric, you can take this job and give it to somebody else who needs it. We were a little bit more respectful. And so from there, we helped build the largest privately held travel company in the world. Everybody said nobody could ever do it in network marketing and travel. And a group of us decided, you know what, those naysayers, if you want to do something special, you got to go against the grain. And for 15 years, we traveled around the world. We helped people save money. We took over close to 300 vacations in 15 years, made more money than we could ever dream of. We retired our parents. We helped so many people make a full-time income. And then as life would have it, what happened in 2020, March of 2020, the pandemic hits. And our beloved company, unfortunately, folded in November of 2020, and it filed for bankruptcy. So for the last 9 months or so, my wife and I have been looking for something. We decided actually we were going to be out of the industry. So we transitioned into another company. We started making good money, but our passion wasn't in it. And so we started asking ourselves, should we stay in the industry? Should we get out of the industry? And Rick Cotton, the CEO and founder of this company, believe it or not, as God would have it, we were introduced to him 12 years ago, June of 2010, on a Tony Robbins Platinum Partner trip in Scotland. And we became best of friends. We just started hanging out. We had the same likes, the same industries. So for 12 years, we were friends, but we never did any business together. And when I found out that Rick Cotton was the CEO of this company, and this was one of those unicorn type companies that you only see once in a lifetime, I had the same feeling like we had when we started our travel company 15 years ago, where it was a new company in an industry that had never been done before. And that's when my wife and I made the conscious decision of leaving a strong income in another company and literally resigned, leaving our check, losing our check, I should say, to start here. Why? Because we see the potential and we believe in what iHub Global is all about. And I know it's not just my wife and I. We've 7-figure earners for years in this industry. There's a lot, and some of you may even be on this Zoom, that you're secret affiliates. You're behind the scenes, you're still doing your deal, and that's awesome. But for Yvette and I, we made a conscious decision that if we're going to do this, we got to cut the cords. We got to come public. We got to let people know, because for us, we got to stay focused on one thing, because we know when the main thing is the main thing, that's when you take it seriously. So Eric and corporate, this weekend, what it did for us is it just gave us so much more certainty on what we have our hands on, because we got involved in this industry for residual income. And what I love, what Eric and you and Rick kept saying over and over and over again, we're launching this travel program, but make no mistake about it. We are a technology, a crypto, a mining, hotspot, helium company first, and that will always be. And what I love about that is most other network marketing companies, and I'm not going to bash any network marketing companies, but the reality of the fact is there's no real residual income. The reason why we were able to build a serious residual income in our previous travel company is because it was membership based, and people would pay a membership. They didn't have to get product qualified or garage qualified. And every time they either got more money, they got more product than they were spending, or they had more product than they can get rid of, it's easy for people to cancel their monthly auto ship. So we came from a background of massive residual income. And when I saw this idea, Eric, and I saw that, oh my God, all we have to do is get people to understand that they could plug a box in, this 3-inch little box. And when they plug it in and pair it to their Wi-Fi, that they can make money right out of the gates. And you don't have to teach that box how to recruit. You don't have to teach that box how to invite. You don't have to teach that box how to handle objections or handle the rejection rocket or go to a training. From the moment they get started, they can plug a box in and they can have success. I've never even seen this before. So I know what we have here, Eric, is going to dwarf what we did. And we helped build that company to close to $1 billion in revenue a year. So I know what we have our hands on. So the reason I bring that up, Eric, is that leads me right into travel. So again, we have 15 years of travel experience. And the way I can describe what I saw this weekend with Joe and Rick and Eric launching our travel platform, I didn't know that I didn't know, because for 15 years, we had a travel program and a membership and benefits that I knew very well, sold it every single day, thousands and thousands of events and presentations and meetings that we did. But the best way I can describe this is we're going to keep the main thing. That's what I love, the company's message. But when we just added the travel component, you can consider it like nitro to a rocket ship. So the hotspot is the rocket ship. The travel is the nitro. And that's going to take this thing to a whole nother level, as long as you know how to position it and not swing the pendulum because you're excited about travel. Listen, there's nobody more excited about travel than my wife and I, because we love travel. We live, breathe, and eat travel. That's why we got started in the industry. But if you try to swing the pendulum the other way, you're going to miss the whole boat. You're going to get confused. You're going to confuse the people that you're talking to. So here's the three things, Eric, if I can share anything about the travel program that I see and I noticed. And the first thing that I noticed that really got my juices flowing is what Joe launched and what iHub Travel has with our travel platform is 80% more value than the rewards platform that we had with our previous travel company. I'm going to say that again. 80% more value, and it cost a fraction of the price. How did you guys do that? I was sitting there trying to figure it out. And luckily, Dan Stamen was there. Let me give a shout out to Dan Stamen as well, because I have a great relationship with Dan Stamen. He was there for 15 years and he was a huge part of that company. And it's because of him and how he negotiated a contract for iHub Global, because iHub Global is not a travel company and it's not pretending to be a travel company. And it's okay, unlike any other MLM out there that has a travel arm to it, that's trying to white label their travel program and saying, we're the travel people and we have this. iHub Global is saying, we are iHub Global and here's our travel partner. It's a whole different thing. So what we're able to bring is all of the benefits that they have, as opposed to where we came from. They cut off 80% of it and didn't even allow us to know that it was available.
Wow.
So this travel platform, 80% value for a fraction of the price, $39.99 a month, is ridiculous with no upfront fee. So that's the first thing I wanted to share on the travel platform. The second thing I'm going to share, and I'm not going to go into it, but my buddy Terry is probably going to talk about it tomorrow, is on the compensation side of the travel. Have they put this together? There's a higher percentage residual that you could earn with the travel platform as you start to bring members and affiliates on board for the $20 and the $40 a month, if you will. You're going to be able to earn a higher percentage residual income per membership with the iHub Global compensation plan. Again, I'm not going to go into detail because I'm not the math guy. I'm not the comp plan guy. But when I'm running the numbers and Terry's running the numbers with me, just completely blew my mind, because I knew the percentages that we got from our previous company and the percentages that iHub Global is paying out here. And then the last thing that I'll share with you on the travel program is the thing that built the biggest culture, if you will. We had the greatest culture, in my humble opinion, out of any company in the industry, was our flagship private membership only vacations that we created. It was a place where we got together. It didn't matter whether you were a top income earner. It didn't matter if you were a rank. One of the things that made it so special was that we were able to market what every other company had as their reward and as their prize for people building the business. Here, from day one, from the moment you decide to join as an affiliate, as a minor, you have access to this private, we call it hotspots. So we have hotspots with the technology and we got hotspots with the vacations. And so when you combine those two, the hotspot vacations is what builds culture. It's what builds community, where you get to get people from all over the world. I mean, think about, 1.2, 1.4 million affiliates from around the world that would probably never, ever get to meet other than jumping on a Zoom and seeing your face, which is cool. But imagine being able to go to a vacation together. And no matter where you were around the world, you can come. Number one, you get an unbelievable price that you couldn't get anywhere else. But number two, you get to have an experience and meet your iHub Global family. Some of the best friends that we have met, that we've been friends with for 15 years, that we would have never met in our lives, came from this culture of this hotspots destination type of culture that we built. And what I love about iHub Global and Eric and Rick and the team and Dan is they said, how do we bring that here? And they launched the first one this past weekend, where the first hotspot destination vacation is available for all of us to book. And we already had a whole bunch of people that booked it, which is awesome. So it's going to be August 18th to the 21st down there in Nuevo Vallarta, which is a beautiful place down there in Mexico. I'll show you a quick slide so you can kind of see it. But to me, humbly, this is the magic behind the residual income. Because when somebody goes on a hotspot vacation like this, they don't care whether they're still paying their $20 or their $40 a month, because when they have access to go on something like this, you can't buy this on Expedia. You can't buy this on any other website. The memories and the culture and the connection that's created when we come together because we have a common purpose about helping light up the world, helping connect the world in a way by building the new wireless network. This is what built our culture for 15 years that helped to build our residual income. So on the business side, if you're an entrepreneur, understand that $39.95 does not only just give you the ability to book and save money on your vacations, but as an affiliate, imagine if you could share, as you're sharing it with your prospects, and you can say to somebody, hey, listen, if you're ready to rock and roll and your address is available, you can deploy a hotspot and we're going to give you $250 worth of travel savings just for deploying your hotspot. Oh, and guess what? When you get your hotspot and you put it online, we're going to give you another $250 worth of travel savings. That's a total of $500. And what do you have to do? All you got to do is pay your $99 down and lock in your hotspot, and you get $500 worth of travel savings. When they said that to me, I'm like, oh my, we never had that over there. This is the greatest marketing tools for those of you that are wanting to build your business. Why? So again, this is just me, Eric, in my humble opinion. If you don't have the $39.99 already by upgrading to the iHub Travel, you are completely missing the boat. This is a hobby for you. And excuse me for stepping on some people's toes, because again, been doing this for 15 years and I know what it takes for people that have success. Everybody on our team that wants to have a shot at this business, they already upgraded to the iHub Travel membership. And if they haven't, in my conversation with them is, what are you waiting for? Is this a hobby for you? Because if it is, that's awesome. I'm going to love you no matter what. But if you want to give yourself a chance, you got to be a part of that membership. You got to be part of the $39.99. So what are you waiting for? If I'm you right now and you're watching this, log into your back office. I love Eric Z and his tech team make it so easy for us to do the things that we're supposed to do by putting in our face with all the pop-ups, I love the pop-ups, Eric. Every time I see the pop-up, I'm like, yes, I love it. This is like GoDaddy. You know what I'm saying? GoDaddy popping it up in our face. And so thank you for doing that. But so the $39.99 is a must. If you're a builder, again, if you're just here to be a host, cool. That's all on you. But the other part that I'm recommending for each and every one of you is, if you want to come and you really want to feel the culture of iHub Global and meet people from around the world and experience and be a part of history, come with us to the first inaugural event. It's going to be right here in Nuevo Vallarta. The Marivel Emotions is a 5-star all-inclusive resort right there on the beach. Literally, when you get out of your room, you can walk to the beach. It's all-inclusive, which means what? All you can eat and all you can drink. And all you can drink. And Michael Stern, yes, all you can drink. 4 days and 3 nights of that. If you want to add more days in the beginning and the end, that's awesome. You fly into PVR, but it's not just a vacation. It's all inclusive, and you get the VIP experience because you're a part of iHub Global. And what do I mean by VIP experience? I mean, when you get to the airport, if you were ever like me when I was a broke cop, I'd get to the airport and you see those people with signs and people's names on it or their company name on it. And I would always look at it. And some reason in the back of my head, I was hoping and praying, maybe my name is on there. And nobody's waiting for you, right? Nobody's got your name on there, but you wish, and you say, maybe one day with iHub Global and on this hotspot vacation, they're going to be waiting for you at the airport with iHub Global Travel. And they're going to take you to your air-conditioned transportation, take you directly to the airport, and it's all included. You're not paying any extra. Here's what's cool. You see the $399? There's no taxes. There's no extra fees that you pay. That's what you pay out the door, including your round trip transfers. And when you get to the resort, you don't got to wait in the long line where everybody else has got to wait to check in and they're sitting there sweating. You go to the VIP iHub Global line, you get checked in right away. And guess what? You get a VIP iHub Global bracelet. And when you put that bracelet on, you put it on proud because you're a part of something special. You're a part of something that when other people see it, they're going to want to know, well, why do you have this special bracelet? Like, who are you? What do you do? You wouldn't believe how many people we've recruited on these vacations, but that's not why we're going. But it happens. And then when you go to the pool, you put your bags in the room, you go to the pool, and all of a sudden you start to see other people with the same iHub Global bracelet, the green bracelet. And you say, hey, are you with iHub? Where are you from? Oh my God, I'm from South Carolina. Oh, I'm from LA. Oh my God, how long you been with iHub? Nice to meet you. What do you do? And all of a sudden you make a friend at the pool. Then you go to the all-inclusive and you're getting your food at the buffet line. By the way, the food and the drinks are amazing. And as you're getting your food, you see somebody else with a bracelet and they ask you, are you with iHub? It's almost like a secret society. Yeah, I am. How about you? Awesome. How long have you been with them? Man, I've been with them for 3 years. Awesome. What's your hotspot name? Right? We're gonna have all these cool conversations. And then the next thing you go and you make a new friend. And then you go to the club that night or to the bar and you're hanging out and you're meeting people that you would have never ever met in your life on a vacation, having conversations, creating memories that you would have never had before. And if you're old enough like me and you're in America, maybe you've heard of a show called Cheers. And Cheers is a show where it's one of the song goes, you want to go somebody where everybody knows your name. We're all stressed out. We're working really hard. We got all kinds of problems, people dumping stuff on us. And sometimes you just want to get away from the hustle and bustle and you just want to go somewhere where everybody knows your name. And so I encourage you guys, you can go to hotspotsdestination.com. We actually only have a few rooms left. Literally a lot of people from the launch booked it, which is awesome. We have some rooms that are still available. So the sooner you book it, the sooner you can join us. And the last thing I'll share with you is this is Eric. And again, I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. There might be some things you want to jump in and say. So if you do, Eric, please do jump in.
I was gonna say you were making me hungry with all that, with all the all-inclusive and the drinks and all that. And one thing that, and correct me if I'm wrong, another thing that you're gonna get to experience is, I believe you guys are gonna be out there. Rick plans on going out there. You guys are gonna get to meet some of the team and everything like that. And I think that's huge. That's huge in itself. Let alone meeting other iHub members and creating those memories and creating those relationships, which I guarantee, will probably last a lifetime. Those are other huge benefits. So thank you for sharing that.
That's exactly right, Eric. And thank you for bringing it up, because in my humble opinion, that's the most special thing that we have, because nobody else gets access. I mean, what would you pay to get access to a Tony Robbins? What would you pay to get access to a CEO of $1 billion company? What would you pay to get access to a professional musician or a professional speaker? What would you pay to do that? And here at iHub Global for $399, we've actually put it in the contract with our trip to have 3 hours in a private room where we get to have conversations. So you're going to be able to meet the CEO and the corporate staff that decides to come and the top income earners. You're going to be able to rub elbows and meet them and see them. And you know what you'll figure out? That all of us, we put our underwear on the same way. Right? There's nothing different between you and us. We're the same type of people. The only difference is we probably heard about this maybe before you, and we've took massive action. And the last thing I'll share with you, Eric, in our group, is, Ray Kroc is one of the most successful entrepreneurs in America. He helped build out the franchising of McDonald's. And he always talked about 3 keys to success. And the first time I heard about this, I always had it in my head, because these 3 keys to this success created one of the greatest franchises, if not the greatest franchise of all time, McDonald's. And the first thing he says is, you got to be at the right place at the right time. If you don't understand where we are with iHub Global, with the wireless build out, with digital and cryptocurrency, this is only going to happen one time in our lifetime. And we're hearing about this before the masses. Is there going to be challenges, and is there going to be things that maybe don't work? See, here's what's crazy. So many people are upset because they haven't gotten their hotspot. And listen, I get it. People are impatient, and they have to feel it. They have to see it, and they have to own it before they believe it. But the good book always says, you got to believe it before you see it. And Eric, what happened this weekend, and we got so many people in and outside of my team that are getting emails left and right, and they're saying, your hotspot is coming. Confirmation, your hotspot is coming. So all that stuff that's happened, and many of you have been holding on for dear life for way longer than me, and I have compassion for you. I really do, because I honestly don't know if I could have done it as long as you have. I've only been here since November. But what I can tell you is I do understand vision and urgency, and the fact that they're coming. I trust Rick. I trust Eric. I trust the idea. But I also know when it comes to pioneering, it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be delays. There's going to be challenges. And we don't even know some challenges that we're going to foresee. But what I do know is the effort is worth the prize. The prize is worth the effort. So number 1, be at the right place at the right time. We have the opportunity together, everybody here, 563 people that are on this Zoom on a Monday night, have the opportunity to create a company that is the greatest of all time. I'm going to say that again. This company, iHub Global, has the potential to be the greatest of all time, but it's not going to be because of just one person. It's not going to be just because of Eric. It's not going to be just because of Rick or Michael or Chris or anybody, or Dan. It's not going to be any one individual. It's going to be us collectively. The second thing he says is, you got to recognize you are there. That's step number 2. Be at the right place at the right time. But number 2, you got to recognize you are there. I feel sorry for the people that lost faith and they quit. They didn't recognize where they were. What would you do if you knew from a year from now that you'd be getting $2,000 per month in HNT in your wallet because of all the miners that you had on your team? What would you go through? How much patience would you have? But sometimes, unfortunately, people need to see it before they believe it. I believe the opposite. You got to believe it before you see it. But just by you being at the right place at the right time and recognizing you are there doesn't mean you're going to make a fortune and have legacy income. The third part is, you got to take massive action. You got to take massive action. And what massive action means is going out and sharing the iHub Global story, sharing the video, talking to people. Every single person that you talk to, you should be asking them, hey, have you ever heard of mining crypto? They're either going to look at you like you're crazy, or like, yeah, I've been trying to get into it. If that's all you did, every single person that you met, guess what? You're going to have people asking, well, how do you do that? Share them a tool, talk to them about the story, invite them to a webinar. The more people you do that, we got a window of time right now before these miners really start going out to create some legacy income. So I'm more excited about this than I was 15 years ago, Eric. So I'm grateful to have you invited my wife and I to be here on tonight's Zoom. And thank you for everybody that laid the foundation before us so we can have what we have here. And I'll throw it back over to you, Eric. Thank you so much, brother.
Wow. Wow, guys. That was incredible. David, thank you. Yvette, thank you so much. Coming on here, sharing your wisdom, sharing your experience, sharing your story, telling our members how it is. Even if you step on a couple toes, that's life, right? So I cannot thank you enough. And personally, I even learned a lot just now. And that's the other thing, is that, guys, we can never stop learning. There's always more to learn. There's always ways to improve. And I do got to say also, I think that I'll just say it now, there's even more, guys. Despite everything we just talked about of hotspots shipping out, and our travel program now live, right? And the earning opportunities and the incentives program and all of those things that we're offering. There's another plan that's coming. I want to share that with you. I like sharing things with you guys who come on the webinars and giving you a little inside information on what's coming next. And so over the next couple of weeks, we're launching a second plan. Okay. And it's going to be a more of a customer plan. So what we're talking about here, that $39.99 a month, that's in order to become an affiliate, get all the tools, and to be able to get those deeper commissions. Now, you know, if someone's just interested in just getting some of the travel benefits and they don't want to, you know, they might not have the time, they might not have the, whatever it may be, and to each their own, you know, we're going to have another lesser plan and you'll be able to monetize that as well. Furthermore, you know, when we talk about that, and David, I'm really glad that you broke it down the way you did as far as that incentive, right? Dave talked about this $250 that all of a sudden now, if you're getting ready to order a hotspot or a lease, just for ordering that, okay, just for ordering it, you are going to get qualified for a $250 travel savings, okay? And this also gives you the opportunity to test drive some of the platforms, see what iHub Travel is about. But at the same time, if you actually do the behavior, right? If you actually do the actions, which I don't understand why anyone wouldn't, right? You don't want to get a hotspot and not plug it in. So that doesn't make any sense. So you get the hotspot and you plug it in, you're literally getting $500 in travel savings value, okay? That complements the price and offsets the price of the cost of the hotspot, right? If you're doing a deposit, okay. Otherwise, you get more at that point if you're doing the lease and it's $18 a month. So, you know, these are just some of the tools, and also I just want to touch upon also the fact that, you know, David, I didn't know too much about your background with other travel network marketing companies, and you know, I know, all I knew is that you're very successful, and so I knew you had a lot of insight to share, and we really appreciate it. But just hearing this from an industry expert, someone who's done this, guys, lived and breathed it, knows everything about everything that was out there before, coming out and telling us, guys, what iHub Travel, okay, and Arivia, our partner, what we've been able to put together and offer at this price is unheard of. And you guys are going to hear that same thing directly from Arivia. Arivia's Joe is going to come out on Thursday, and he's going to show you guys all of the benefits of the platform. He's going to show you how to use it. He's going to show you, you know, price comparisons. He's going to tell you about what all the big travel companies, how they get you. And so the fact that Arivia, the platform that we've partnered with, that offers this platform to many, you know, other types of network marketing companies, as David said, they're going to say the same thing. You know what they told us at the event? If you watch the live event, you would have heard Joe say that I've never seen anyone offer at this price. He said the average price to get a travel club membership is over $6,000. He said, my brain blew up when I heard that iHub was able to offer this at $39 a month. You guys know I'm not a salesman, but when I heard that, and I had no idea, okay, I knew we're launching this travel platform. I knew that we're going to drive hotspots. We're going to help build a network. We're going to help people travel with better rates. And then I started hearing this, like, out of this world numbers, and hearing this now from Dave. It just affirms to me that we have something really, really special here. And again, with the focus on driving hotspots, the impact, you know, and David also touched upon the fact that, you know, he came on board in November, and it's been a long time coming. You know, there's iHub as a new company, we pivot. You know, there's going to be challenges all the time. I'm so proud of our team, how we've came together, how we've organized, how we've literally been able to dodge bullets and find incredibly beautiful, elegant solutions, just like iHub Travel. And that's exactly what we're going to continue to do with iHub Marketplace. That is what we launched, starting with travel. Travel is the first product of the iHub Marketplace that is going to complement and incentivize and help boost exactly what we are doing here at iHub. So you can understand that constantly behind the scenes, the iHub team is looking, we're scouring, we're vetting, we're talking, we're meeting, we're negotiating. all of these different things with other types of products and services that will work for our community, that will benefit you guys, more tools, more things that you guys can help build that legacy on. But again, making sure that we do things in the most compliant and the most streamlined way to make it easy and something that will be around for the long term. You know, a lot of people talk about our international. And so, you know, and we'll talk about this all the time, and we're very open with it. The reason we haven't been able to go internationally is because we want to cross our T's and dot our I's. We want to do this legit. When you're starting a business in an international way, there's a lot of rules, there's a lot of legal, there's a lot of regulation. iHub does things right. And I'm so happy and I'm so, you know, appreciative that David and his team and his wife see this. They came out right out the gate. And I also want to say one other thing. You guys, I was very, very impressed, David, on how quickly you learned everything and needed no hand-holding. To me, that affirmed that we have something really special here, that our back office, our trainings, that they really work, because for some time, you know, there's a lot to learn, okay? And we get a lot of questions and confusion, and that happens because there is a lot to learn. We're in 2022 and we're building the world's largest IoT network. If someone told me that 10 years ago, I was like, what? What are you talking? What is that? I don't know, you know, but we're doing it now, okay? And this is new, and the world is gonna constantly change, and it's iHub's job to make sure that we deliver the trainings in an easy way, in a streamlined way, that we have the latest information so you don't have to go out and look for it. And so it was really awesome to hear, you know, Byron saying, you know, also he's like, iHub's back office is legit. You know, that's what he said. I was like, yes, yes. So we were super happy about that. But guys, I hope this is our first call of the week. And this is just the introduction, okay? This is the overview. Sorry, it's getting dark here. I got the lights are dimming down. But you know, I'm really excited for you guys to stick with us throughout the week. Join us every night, because it's going to get better and better and better. And guess what? If you want to make a decision at the end of the week, I think that's still a massive action. If you decide to do something by the end of the week, follow us through this week, because you're going to get to see all of the details. Tomorrow, Michael Stern, our beloved Michael Stern, is going to share with us the compensation plan training. He's going to guide you guys on how it all works, you know, how you're going to build out your teams and all of that. We'll go over costs and pricing, which we've already done. It's $39.99 a month, guys. That's all there is to it here. Okay. There's no other costs. And we're also going to bring out another special guest and from David's team as well. And he's got a lot of insight. I had the pleasure of meeting him this past weekend out in Kansas. And so it's just really awesome. And then furthermore, throughout the week, we're going to talk more about hotspots. The main thing is we're not going to lose sight on what's happening with hotspots. Okay, guys, we're going to give you updates on international. We're going to let you know what's happening with our Canadian deployment. We want to give you all the latest information, keep you up to date so you can share that with your team, keep them excited, keep them in the know of what the next step is at iHub. You know, I'm very, I keep saying I'm very proud. I guess I am very proud that we have a leadership team that is able to communicate so directly to our community that it's literally, you know, I'm answering emails, I'm picking up phone calls, you know, and it sometimes it gets overwhelming when things need to get done. But overall, the fact that you have access to us, the fact that we are here, we're present, we're listening, we're looking at your feedback. We often use your feedback to improve what it is we have here. And so I'm really grateful to be able to work with a lot of you guys. And so Thursday, then Joe will come out, and Joe is awesome. He's, like I said, he's the director of the domestic training for Arivia. He is, you know, again, representing the company that we've created this relationship with to launch iHub Travel. So if you don't believe or want to see, you know, the information that we're telling you, which I'm sure you guys do, we love you, but hear it from him. He's seen over 700 companies launch this platform, and you'll get his take on, and he's not part of iHub, okay? It's nothing to do with iHub. You'll get his take on his personal opinion on the way that we've structured this, on the way that we've planned it, on the way that we're delivering it to you guys in our back office and with all the tools and training. So guys, stick with us for the rest of this week. Make sure you're on the rest of the trainings. I'll be on them with you guys. So we'll be able to share that experience together. And I want to give a huge, big virtual hug right now to Dave and Yvette. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for making the time last second to come on and share your infinite wisdom, your experience, your background, your story. I never got to really hear your story, so that was my first time. And I certainly can relate, and I'm sure we all can. Remember what David said, massive action, right? Being in the right place, knowing that you're in the right place at the right time. These are the tools that you got to keep in your mind in order to make those next decisions. So guys, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. And David, thank you again so much for joining us. Yvette, we really appreciate you guys. We look forward to being in touch, and we look forward to seeing all you guys tomorrow as well. So I hope everyone has a beautiful night. We crush this Monday. It's a great start to a Monday. Let's keep this going throughout the week, guys.
Thank you, Eric Z.
All right. If
Love
everyone
you
wants to
guys.
just
Thank
say,
you.
yeah, do you want to say something, David? Go ahead.
Oh, no,
Oh,
I
just
was
wanted to say thank
saying,
you, guys.
thank you, iHub family. Appreciate you guys. We love everybody. Yeah, to unmute themselves, say goodbye, sign off,
Yeah.
your name, where you're from, and thank you, Eric Z.
Let's go.
Love
I
you
have
guys and
travel.
appreciate
I
you.
have global.
Opportunity for us.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us, guys. We appreciate you very much. I hope everybody has a great night.
Good night, all.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Get some rest.